since we are going back full force again, we have another conversation that we manifested at this time last year. We manifested Usher to perform at the halftime show. We discussed this beforehand, way before people were talking about it. Now, a new one that has been brought up: can Ciara do her own halftime show?
It's a very good question. I'm glad you asked.
Go ahead, Stacey.
I think the short answer is she could do it. I've done a little research on this. So average halftime show is about 12 to 15 minutes, something like that. That's the whole time. Rihanna last year did 8.5 songs. So you need about 8 songs, something like that. 9 songs. Yeah. So as I'm going through Ciara's songs, all the songs that she's done, right? So I'm not going to do any slow songs because we do not need that from her. I
could see her doing what's the one song? Is it like a guy or whatever? The one
like a boy.
I could see that one being even. I could see them because it's slow but up tempo enough.
Yeah, but that song it was kind of fast. Yeah.
That you could have some dancing, some up tempo dancing, kind of that.
And bring Reggie Bush out. Remember Reggie Bush was in the video.
Look, you gotta go. So no B-sides, period, right? Everything that she has, that she does. I mean, so the reality is she had, what did I think? What did I see? She had like 8 top 10 hits, I think.
So she had that many?
It was, I looked it up the other day because someone.
Ciara had a nice little run in the 2000.
I literally looked this up the other day because someone questioned, like, could she do it with the songs? And I'm like, and I think when I looked, Billboard, 1 number 1 hit, 8 top 10, 21 songs.
What's the number 1? What's the number? Is it Goodies?
Goodies.
That was her first song. Yeah.
All right. So she can do Goodies. She can do 1 2 Step. She can do Oh. She can do Get Up. Like that is actually my song. Like Get Up is from the
that dance movie.
Yeah, one of the dance movies. I actually fucking love that song.
And what's the song with Missy? The Lose Control.
Yeah, so Lose Control. She can do Get It. She can do Get Up. She can do Lose Control. She can do Level Up, and she can actually do Like You and Bring Out Bow Wow. I'm just saying she could. But if she does Get Up, she could bring out Millionaire. If she does Lose Control, she could bring out Missy. The thing is, she's going to have to play with some features. And if she does she can even maybe bring out Luda in there. But it's like it's going to be all about the fucking performance. Mm-hmm. This is Ciara's time to show, like, if she gets it, if she ever got it, she has to show them that she is a natural dancer. It's going
it's
going to have to be the performance.
It's like, more than just a Matrix move.
It's right. It's going to have to truly be about performance, or she's going to have to do a Shakira, Jennifer Lopez situation and share it with somebody else.
I was going to say that. Is that the better option? Is her to share it with somebody?
The other option is for her to share it with someone else who is not better or worse.
They got to be on the same level as her.
They have to be on the same level as Ciara. So the fun part is that it in the world of blackness, it would have been an Ashanti. Her and Ashanti would have done something. Or who else could she get up there with? It's like essentially it's somebody that could do it, but just doesn't have enough songs. They just need that little extra is who it has to be.
I'm trying to think who that could be. Mm-hmm. Could it be Robin Thicke?
Like Maya?
No, I'm thinking about like crossing over a little bit. Could it be Robin Thicke?
No. You can't have Robin Thicke because Robin Thicke doesn't have the white audience. So it's like,
ironically, right?
Ironically.
Is that Alan's kid?
Right. Ironically, Robin Thicke doesn't have the white audience.
Good point.
And Marvin Gaye family don't fuck with him.
Yeah.
That part. So yeah, it can't be a Robin Thicke, but it could work. I don't know who her other person would be, but she'd have to be up there with someone else.
Carrie Hilson.
Carrie doesn't have it.
No.
Like, and it's like,
but
yeah,
you
Carrie doesn't have the hits to do this.
Yeah, you thinking
now? Would you do Kelly Rowland?
Here's your problem with Kelly. Kelly doesn't have the solo hits to do this.
So she's gonna have to.
She's going to have to rely on her Destiny Child stuff. Kelly doesn't have. Kelly, let me say this. One, this is a Kelly Rowland fan page. Okay, we adore Kelly. She is beautiful, and she. Every picture of her over the last, I'm gonna say 2-3 years, like Kelly consistently is showing us that people weren't paying attention to her before. Mm-hmm. She's like, oh, I've been it. Y'all was just worried about my homegirl. You was worried about my best friend, but it's been me. So Kelly just doesn't have the
solo hits.
She doesn't have the solo hits to do that. She just can't.
Dang. I mean, I'm
sadly Chris Brown isn't allowed at the Super Bowl.
Is he not?
I don't. They're not.
They're not. No, they're not.
You don't think it's unofficial? It's just unofficial. Like, don't even bring him. You can't even put him on the board.
He ain't even allowed at the American Music Awards. They cut his Michael Jackson.
As I have stated before, Chris Brown brought this shit on himself. It is, if he would have sat his ass down, he could be Super Bowling.
Yep.
He said Super Bowl.
Super Bowl.
If Chris Brown would have sat his ass down,
he could be at the game dancing and singing.
He could have been Super Bowling, but that's not what happened. Is that he continued to get in trouble, and like I mean, I won't dig deep into Stacey and her and how I feel about the Chris Brown situation. But the short version is, I don't agree with what happened and what he did. I do believe that he was 17 years. He was very, very young, and that there are men that I know who, if we judge them by something that they did at 17 versus who they are now, like they never would have got a chance in life. But those men that I know who messed up at 17 did not continue to mess up.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so it's one of those. And again, and not to say that domestic violence counts as, oh, he messed up.
Stacey, you ain't even hear me. I said they become bloods after that.
That part, right? Like it's if you get a second chance,
you don't become a Pyru.
That part, you don't. That's not what
you don't go on the set.
You don't. You sit. You learn your lesson. And you sit your ass down. Like, again, everybody doesn't get a second chance. Like, you can't compare Chris Brown to Robert Downey Jr., right? For various reasons. But to that point of someone who had fucked up his career and had to fall back and then kind of earn your way back in. And with that, with Robert Downey Jr., he hasn't fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you fall out of Hollywood's grace, like if you try to get back in, you're gonna eat a little crow, you have to chill out, and then you make your comeback and like I said, so Chris Brown could have probably done the Super Bowl by himself, but I think him and Ciara, I would love to see that. I wish that we could see them perform together, because again, I feel both of them are not the greatest singers in the world, but I think they are both very talented dancers. They are natural dancers.
And they got a song currently out now. I think it's Ciara's song featuring Chris Brown.
Yeah. I think they were supposed to, it was something else they were supposed to do together, but there's like I said, there's a difference between a natural dancer and someone who's great at choreography, right? Like choreography will make anybody be able to dance, but there's a difference when you are a natural dancer. And I think Chris Brown and Ciara are both, but they don't. And also, Ciara's somebody's mama. So, yeah.
So my question is, are we just overthinking this and know they're gonna do a white artist next year and just go ahead and just understand it? It's gonna probably
They gave us 3 years in a row.
Yeah, like what's the
like it's well, let me say this. Usher's is well deserved. Usher's is that's not a handout, like, oh, we're just gonna give it to Usher. Like, no, that's well deserved. Usher's proven. And then there's a clip that we actually have in the group, if you guys haven't seen it, of Usher. That someone is talking to Usher years ago. They were like, when it's all over, I don't want you to be like in Vegas doing like, shows. And Usher was like, if I did it, it would be like an event. It would be amazing. And that came to
That's
fruition.
what it was.
It came to fruition. So he wasn't in Vegas as all right, well, let me go and get these last couple of checks. No, this was a big.
Now, after the Super Bowl, does he extend the Vegas residency or does he tour?
Or does he sit down somewhere for a minute?
Probably sits down.
But he got the album dropping that right after.
Shit.
Yeah, he might, if he got an album drop, he going on tour.
Yeah,
he got an album
drop. He's definitely going on tour. But it's the short version of that is that you're coming off the Vegas residency. You're going right into the Super Bowl. So there's the assumption that everyone knows Usher, everyone will know Usher after that Sunday.
Yeah.
Right. So him being able to drop an album, and again, there's probably a bunch of white people who know Usher but don't know it's Usher.
Mm-hmm.
They heard
They heard They heard what's that? DJ Got Me Falling in Love, and that song, whatever, right? That so
OMG.
Right, so, exactly. So those top 40 songs, they may not really know all of Usher. And then for us, we're like, I'm wondering what the hell is he gonna perform? Because he can do all of his top 40 shit. I mean, there's stuff that we would want him to do, but he can't do all the slow shit. Nah. Right? You know what I'm saying? So I'm very interested and can't wait to see what he does there.
I mean, I think it's gonna be next year. It's gonna be somebody like Ariana Grande or Miley Cyrus or somebody next year. It's gonna be somebody pop like Drake,
Taylor Swift.
Like has Taylor done the Super Bowl?
No. I don't know. I don't think so.
Oh, that's it.
She's that's
it. If Taylor Swift hasn't done the Super Bowl yet,
I don't think.
Like,
I don't think she has.
Hold on, let me see.
Because when they was doing the White House, they was doing like the legendary acts,
right? Because what was it? I think they didn't start actually bringing newer artists until
like Katy Perry. I think was the last.
No. It was, when did they?
Yeah, she's never. I just checked it. She's never performed the Super Bowl.
She's never performed. Mm-mm. So it was. What did they do? Yeah. The year that the Super Bowl was playing at the same time that In Living Color played, the same that whatever year that was, 1990.
That's 95, 96.
There. So that year, after that year, because more people were tuning into the Living Color because of what they had going on. After that, halftime shows changed. Prior to that, it would be a band out there
or the Bud Bowl.
Like
the Bud Bowl.
Like 1987, salute to Hollywood's 100th anniversary. 1988, Something Grand, featuring 88 grand pianos, the Rockettes, and Chubby Checker.
I mean, but Michael Jackson did 93 though.
Yeah, on top of on top of the scoreboard.
Yeah.
Yep.
I still think Prince was the greatest.
For sure. Prince was definitely the greatest one.
He made it rain.
Literally.
Yeah.
After that, then that's when stuff started getting
like rock and roll.
Yeah, and then of course you got 01. We had Cornell out there.
Yeah, Nelly. So Nelly's done it twice.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Because he was there during the.
Yeah, because it was the 01 was with Aerosmith.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Britney Spears and I think
And then he was with who did
he was with on the Janet one when Justin Timberlake. I think it was
he was
Kid
there at
Rock.
that one?
I think it was Kid Rock, Nelly, Justin Timberlake, and Janet.
Yep.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then also, wait a minute, but so Usher was there in 2011. Black Eyed Peas, Usher, and Slash. And I remember the Black Eyed Peas. We was at who's Super Bowl house? We was at somebody's house.
Was that John house?
We was at John house, I think. I remember B Street singing way too loud, singing Fergie's verse. He was just that voice, like that man was too big with too deep of a voice to be singing Fergie's part like that, is what I'll say. That's that.
Hey, this cool ass Scott from the I Love 90s Music Podcast. Hit that subscribe button right now. Like it on the SOLC Network. You finna get all the real deal on the 90s, the 2000s, and the splash of that 80s. Do it right now, man, and I'll be your friend.